The Apparition of Valak in the Old Church. Nestled in the heart of a forgotten town stood St. Ignatius Church, a structure long abandoned to decay. Its once beautiful stained glass windows were cracked, its pews covered in dust, and its altar shrouded in an ominous shadow. Locals avoided the church, whispering tales of unholy encounters and the appearance of a dark figure, a demonic nun whose laughter echoed through the empty halls. Daniel, an amateur ghost hunter, decided to investigate these rumors. Armed with his camera, a flashlight, and a pocket Bible, he ventured to the old church late one evening when the world outside was silent. The air was heavy with foreboding as he pushed open the creaking doors, stepping into the vast, empty nave. The flashlight beam illuminated the dust swirling in the air, and every sound echoed eerily. Daniel felt a chill crawl up his spine as he ventured deeper. He whispered into his recorder, exploring St. Ignatius Church, reports of ghostly activity. Let's see if the stories are true. The church was silent, save for the groaning wood beneath his feet. His flashlight flickered as he approached the altar. There, on the once holy ground, lay remnants of melted candles and strange symbols drawn in dark red. He crouched to inspect them, his heart pounding. Suddenly, the silence was broken by the faint sound of footsteps. Startled, Daniel spun around, his flashlight sweeping the darkness. "Is someone there?" he called, his voice trembling. There was no answer. The air grew colder, and an unholy laughter echoed from the shadows. Daniel's blood ran cold as he turned back toward the altar. Standing there, shrouded in darkness, was a figure in a black and white habit. Her face was pale, her eyes glowing yellow, and her smile unnaturally wide. It was Valak. Daniel froze, unable to tear his gaze away. "In the name of God, who are you?" he managed to stammer. Valak tilted her head, her laughter growing louder. She raised a hand, and the symbols on the floor began to glow with a fiery light. The church trembled as the pews screeched and shifted, closing in around Daniel. Desperate, he held up his pocket Bible, reciting a prayer aloud. The words felt hollow in the face of the demon's malevolent presence. Valak hissed, her form flickering as if caught between dimensions. She lunged forward, and Daniel stumbled backward, tripping over a fallen candlestick. His camera clattered to the ground, still recording as Valak loomed over him. Her clawed hand reached for him, but a sudden burst of light from the stained glass window above caused her to recoil. The moonlight illuminated the crucifix hanging over the altar, its shadow stretching protectively toward Daniel. Taking advantage of the moment, Daniel scrambled to his feet and ran toward the exit. The doors slammed shut before he could reach them, and the laughter returned, louder and more menacing. He spun around, searching for a way out, only to see Valak emerging from the shadows, her yellow eyes fixed on him. In a surge of defiance, Daniel grabbed the camera and aimed it at her. The bright light of the camera's flash caused her to wail in agony, her form dissipating into smoke. The symbols on the floor dimmed, and the oppressive chill in the air lifted slightly. Seizing his chance, Daniel pushed against the heavy doors with all his strength. They creaked open, and he stumbled out into the cold night air. Behind him, the church seemed to shudder as if alive, its windows dark once more. Daniel didn't stop running until he reached his car. He fumbled with the keys, his hands shaking, and sped away from the cursed sight. The footage on his camera later revealed nothing but static and eerie whispers. Though he survived, the encounter left Daniel scarred. He refused to speak of what he had seen, and the church remained abandoned, a monument to unspeakable horrors. Locals continued to avoid it, but sometimes on quiet nights they claimed to hear laughter echoing from within its decaying walls, a reminder that Valak still lingered, waiting for her next victim.